Just when we thought that exquisite locations, romance, passion and music all comprised the Yash Chopra School of Filmmaking, he switched tracks and opted for a more realistic theme. So from the tulip gardens of Amsterdam right to a basti, that really was one hell of a change of scene. The film in question is Mashal. Dilip Kumar, Anil Kapoor. The film dealt with two strong protagonists. One, a common man fighting his persecutions, and the other, a principal journalist. So we're here to discuss why this change of scene and how it was like working with the thespian himself, Mr. Dilip Kumar. And we're in conversation with Mr. Chopra again. Good evening.
Good evening, Karan. How are you?
Very well. So we're here to discuss Mashal. And this was your first experience working with Mr. Dilip Kumar. So how did that come about? How did you decide to make a film with him?
Before Mashal, I was made Fasle. Fasle was typical Mills and Boone story with all the trappings of good locations, beautiful girls, beautiful boys, beautiful everything, and beautiful music. But somehow that film didn't work. So I thought that maybe the audience was changing or they want some change from me. So I was look out for a very realistic story, realistic background, because everybody from journalists to the friends, they were saying, you always give us very, very glamorous things away from the reality. So I said, let me make a film of real life. So I got hold of subjects written by Javed Akhtar, which, as you say, dealt with the journalist and his slum. I had worked with Dilip Kumar before, but as an assistant in Nayador. And from Nayador, we had a very wonderful rapport of two brothers, elder brother, younger brother. And that rapport is still today. We have fantastic relations with Mr. Dilip Kumar. But it was a great thrill that I'll be working with him as a director. He's an artist. In that film, most of the film people, boys, artists, were new for me. I introduced 4 new boys, Anil Kapoor, Gulshan Grover, Madan Jain, and Babu Kumar. I had never worked with all of them. Then Rati Agnihotri, Mohan Agashi, Neelu Phule. Only artist who I've worked with was Wahida Rahman, that I worked with earlier in Kabhi Kabhi. Otherwise, all the people, even Saeed Jafri I had never worked with them. Amrish Puri, as the name that coming to me. All the people are working with them, all the stars were new for me, the first time experience.
So was it a commercial decision to kind of switch tracks, and did you think Fasle failed because it was more like after, more flighty, more romantic, just visually beautiful, lovely music? And did you decide to make a film like Mashal, which was far more realistic than the other films that you had dealt with before that, because commercially you thought it was more viable? Or was Javed Akhtar, which was, he was a solo writer in the film, was he an influence that kind of brought Mashal?
I don't think a film runs or flops because of its lookage or because of its beauty, because of its theme. Film doesn't work if it doesn't work. You can call it, definitely film doesn't work because of subject mainly. Other things are, you decorate the things. The subject is the foundation of the picture. First, it didn't work. And this was, as you say, put it very correctly, this is the first Javed's film outside Salim Javed, in which he had written stories, screenplay, dialogue, songs, everything.
And how was it like working with him as in comparison to the team? Because Salim Javed were, they were such a strong team of writers, and you've done so much brilliant work with them, Diwar, Trishul, and lots of work with them. So how was it like working with Javed, as in just as one element of the team?
Working with Javed was, I think, was no other different between working both of them. But you must have seen, everybody must have seen, there's some magic when two people work together and create some wonderful scripts. After they separated, both of them had not been able to create anything on their own, as script-wise, as dialogue-wise, as dialogue. Only Javed made his place writing beautiful lyrics.
Yeah.
But that too, the first time he wrote lyrics was for me, my picture in Silsila.
Okay.
He was scared that he should write or not. We used to have a lot of sittings in the evening. He used to write poetry to me and used to listen. I said, you write such beautiful poetry, why don't you write in films? But that time, maybe he was scared to venture into let it write or not. But when they separated, so this was the first picture which wrote.
Mashallah.
Of course, he did very well, very good script. In this film, there was not much scope of music, I feel.
That's another thing. The music, you again worked with somebody new again. You worked with...
Hridaynath Mangeshkar.
Yeah.
There was not much scope of music. I think in Salim Javed's pictures, the music
Always takes
a backstage, even in Diwar, in Kala Patthar, in my films. Sometimes music director, all the locations come up to great level, and in Trishul, they were good musicians. In this picture, there were not many good musicians. There was a very good song recorded, Om Namah Shivaya. I think it was a very beautiful song. But due to the lack of situation or the tempo or anything, unfortunately that song was deleted from the film. Otherwise it was a very beautiful song as far composition is concerned, as far writing was concerned. But that was not in the film.
This was also after a long time where Mr. Dilip Kumar and Waheeda Rehman worked together. So how did that kind of come about? How did you manage to get them together after such a long gap?
I don't think I did any great effort about it.
It just happened.
When the script was ready, naturally, whenever a script is ready for Dilip Kumar, we have to narrate the script to him. We narrated the script to him and he was very happy, I'm doing it. Now we had to find a wife for him, not in real life, but in the film. I think the idea came to me, the best was Waheeda Rehman.
For the role of the wife. Yeah.
And I didn't ask anybody, I think as a director and producer. I thought she was the best for the role. I approached her, she said, yes, I'll work with you. We had worked together previously also, just after marriage, in Kabhi Kabhi. And she was comfortable working with me. I'm very, very comfortable working with her. She's such a wonderful and fantastic person. As a human being, as an artist, it's always a pleasure to work with her.
And Anil Kapoor, it was also his big break. So how come you decided not to opt for a star for that role?
I think in the beginning, we tried to approach Kamal Haasan.
For the role of Anil Kapoor? Okay.
I met him. I narrated the idea of him, of the whole kind of this mashal to him, and he was excited. But he was to go to Hyderabad, and Javed Akhtar was to go to Hyderabad for some work. I told Javed Sahab, you are both of them there, you narrate the subject. I told Kamal he will narrate the subject to you. When he heard the full subject, then he was hesitant about it. He maybe thought that Dilip Kumar has upper edge or that. But when I told him his subject, he was quite excited about it. So when Kamal said, no, he would like to work in a film where he has got equal role with Dilip Kumar so that he could show his histrionics. When he said no, and Javed Sahab told me he's a very good actor, Anil Kapoor, he's working on some films. And we thought, why not? And we tested, and I think he was a good actor, and in that film he did a very good performance.
Yes, it was.
And so the Anil Kapoor came into the film like that. Otherwise, previously, Kamal Haasan and Dilip Kumar was to be there.
Okay, that's an interesting piece of information. I never knew that.
Yeah.